playoff. And now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. We'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans. For UA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Out there, great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Returner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. The Trojans offense will have the football first here. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Makes the grab. It's Fowler. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Great move in the open field. Another great move. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. The Trojans come to the line in a hurry-up.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down on the third down conversion.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. Is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense.
Oh, down he goes as a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. He'll let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. And he takes it around the 20. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
And here we see the quarterback read the second-level vacancy that was emerging, and the back did the rest. Huge run for the offense.
There's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. The completion makes it second down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
And the Hilltoppers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. On the run here, lets it go. It's intercepted. What across his body. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Here's the second down play. Ball handed off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers unfold at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Western Kentucky, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. They put something together in this drive. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And the pass is complete to the tight end. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. First down here for this offense. It's a quick grab. That's a solid beam. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. The Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. And the pass is incomplete. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. He gets loose. He's got the first and still going. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
It's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
Second down after that previous play. To throw, it's Reed. Checks this down to the running back. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Touchdown, USC. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. This offense scored the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The Hilltoppers are looking to keep this drive going. First and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Snags the quick throw. That picks up a first down. It's spotted at the 39.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And they bring him down. Blocker's not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Boy, does this guy have speed. How much fun is it to watch this guy in the open field? I thought he might take that one all the way to the end zone.
The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Chris, this is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. Wow, juke the first tackle. That was enough to make the first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Dropping back. It's Reed. Finds his man. It's Jordan. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Well, Western Kentucky has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different? Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Drops back to the shotgun, looking for an open man. The sure hands, it's Matthews. He made the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. And the Trojans with first and 10 here. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here. How aggressive do you get on first and 10?
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. That completion sets up a second down play. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw over the middle. He's wide open. Look out. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. And the Trojans will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 40. Gets out of bounds after a solid game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
An inside deal now from the shotgun. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the left side. And they wrap them up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the Hilltoppers are in the red zone. Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's a target, and it's complete. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. This offense cannot be stopped. Delivers the touchdown, but gets hammered. You talk about toughness at the quarterback position, Kurt. That was it.
How about the defender who hit the quarterback? How frustrated this guy's got to be. If he's there just a split second earlier, he could have come up with a sack that would have prevented that touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? And they'll keep it on the ground. The running back has the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. So the running play stopped on first down, brings up second and 10 from their 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking downfield. It's Reed. Defense is coming after him. Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. And the Trojans will send their punt team onto the field. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This pass is caught. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, and he's got it! Big gain inside the 25. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Rights off the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right slot. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Great connection there for 6 points. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Dropping back. It's Reed. Pressure is coming. Catch made down the left side. Explosive play. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Running up the middle, but stopped for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Over the middle. It's Fowler. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll run it here. Fights through a tackle. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to take off here. Oh, he fumbles. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And the Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The shotgun handoff here. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Reed. The pocket breaking down. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fights off a defender. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Trojans. So with playoff pressure for it, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Makes a quick grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. By success the formation, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And the Hilltoppers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Lee. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down mark. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. first down through the air. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And we'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass clock. He makes the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. The Hilltoppers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Dumps it down his back. It's a fumble. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
2nd down play coming up. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get to...
Breaks into the clear. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. And the Hilltoppers pick up enough to get a 1st down there. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring them down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
So the screen on 1st down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on 1st down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for loss.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. And And he'll drop back here on third down. He's got it near the end zone. The defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long, top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back.
He makes the catch. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw. It's Reed. And that pass is all in over the middle. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the Trojans come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. There's a bootleg looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. You're getting closer to the 50.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Back to throw again. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
The back catches it on that play, Chris. Kind of looked like a receiver on the way they designed that play, and I love the toe tap at the end. He's inbounds. Nice game.
And they get the completion. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. Here's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down after a short gain there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Caught quickly. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
They're going to run it here.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Gets the first and still running. Good enough for first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Looking to throw it on first down. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The Hilltoppers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. He keeps it on the design run. Right toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. They continue to roll up the score.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. They begin to click now. And the handoff towards the right tackle. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? Screen to the receiver in the flat. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. The Trojans will bring their punt team on the field now. On the kick now for the 5th time today. No fair catch. He feels the punt. The returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the 2nd half. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. He's got it with room to run. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down line. And the Hilltoppers are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. No stopping them on that one. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
Well, if there was any chance of a comeback, that's been put to bed. Great job by this offense, extending the lead, and in my opinion, putting this game away.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's good for a first down near the 40. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Some hard running there through a tackle. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the runner takes off to his right. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner to stop him for a loss.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with the defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Well, Kirk, Western Kentucky has the lead here. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So, 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking deep down the left side. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. Stop. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Another big play for this offense, but they are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, Chris, they come up short of the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they've got a
touchdown, Hilltoppers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing a play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. And the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Nice grab. It's King. Defense surrounds him just a short. And that completion.
Well, the offensive coordinator told us, Chris, this week he wanted to see his quarterback willing to work through his progressions, and instead of bailing out or getting impatient, just sit back in that pocket, and when you have to, check it down to your running back. He does that here, and they get positive yards.
Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half.
Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Brought down very quickly, not much to show for that completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. We'll call for the fair catch here. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He finds some space. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. First and 10 play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. He's running out of time here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Off the RPO, Clark to the right. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a first and goal for the offense. And the Trojans come to the line with first and goal. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Looks right for a quick completion. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Flowers. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Breaks free. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32. And the Hilltoppers lining up here on 1st and 10. Chewing clock with the running game.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone to the first down, the 17.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They feed the fullback this time. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He shreds the tackle. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there. The Hilltoppers line it up with 1st and goal. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a late, deep throw. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He decides to keep it here. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. Look, give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. It's becoming a solid drive. They get a first down right at the 49. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Spinning out of the tackle. Gets some space around the 30. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affect.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. On the move now. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.